Did you hear that? Wait a minute, this is sure sounding pretty strange to me. But I know not to be afraid of it, to embrace it. It's good. And welcome to all my friends and family out there. It is Cartooning Monday again here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I am your party artist, Kim Overholt, here at my studio to help you have fun. If you want to learn a little bit about me and what I do, I'm an artist here in Niagara area. KimOverholt.com. KimOverholt.com. Say it again. Practice is where it's at. You got to practice doing what you do to get better at what you become. See, you got to practice it all the time. Like my picture of David Bowie over there on the side. Yeah, that's mine. I painted it. Yeah, it's not for sale. It's mine. And see this painting over here? This is from my book, The Plight of Time. Nobody knows about it except for me. And if you know about it, thank you very much for checking it out. I really appreciate it. If you think that it could be something more than what it is, let me know in the comments below. If you ever haven't read my book yet called The Plight of Time, check it out on Kindle. And let me know what you think. So good morning, everybody. It is Cartooning Monday, and yeah, no music this morning, just me. So I'm just having, just wanted to say I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I was, working because everybody works for the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend, and definitely I was as well. So it was a working class kind of day, a weekend. Yeah, we today is Cartooning Monday, of course. I get you started with doing your own cartooning, and if you enjoy doing stuff like that, stop watching me and just keep on doing it, right? But I just wanted to say good morning, and yeah, we got a few things to do today since I wanted to show you what we've been doing with Luna Sparkles and like creating your own cartoon over the summer, doing a comic book boot camp kind of thing, if you will, or just cartoon boot camp, teaching you just about how to get your own character started up off the ground. And I hope you're enjoying your day. And I'm going to show you what I've got together. I haven't had a chance, I got to be honest. I haven't had a chance to actually do any work with Luna Sparkles this week just because I've been so busy with work. I have today off, so I'm going to be doing some work today with Luna Sparkles. But I want to show you who Luna Sparkles is. If you guys haven't seen her, I did this nice little cartoon idea that I'm going to kind of bring to the forefront for you and give you some of the idea of how to do it. But we start simply with a picture. And this is Luna Sparkles. Ta-da. Luna Sparkles. She is a bunny, a regular bunny that lives in Artania, but she has a magic paintbrush that allows her to do all kinds of wild and woolly things. And she's got friends to help her along the way. And I'll show you. Because I've started the friends. I just haven't done any real big action sheets and things like that. But I know I've been telling you we're continuing with it. So there's her. And then there's her friend, or her companion named Twinkles, is a part cat. I think she's like a little blue cat. I think I'll paint her blue. Little Twinkles that hangs out with Luna Sparkles. Yeah, she's like a little fairy companion. She flies around and makes a little bit of comedy for the both of them, kind of thing. They're good companions. She's also got someone helping her by the name of Professor Wood. And let me see if I can find him here. Oh. Yeah, Professor Wood. So we've got 3 characters at least penned out. And all we got to do is start kind of thinking of adventures for her to do. And I think a couple of the Mondays ago, I was giving you ideas for adventures, like her discovering the magic paintbrush, and then discovering that she has to kind of go on some kind of magical quests and stuff like that to get it to work properly for her. So that's kind of a good start for a cartoon character. And I'm going to just kind of keep progressing on that. But I always get you guys, I want you guys to do something like your own cartoon. So I hope you've come up with an idea for a cartoon character. And I just get you basically started. I know people that are out there that are like, I don't even know how to draw a stick figure. Well, you know what? Thank you. Yeah, cartooning Monday usually involves just getting you started with the basics. So if you don't know the basics, it goes a little bit like this. So it's always good to have, like I always have here. I've got my pencil, and oh, even better, your handy pencil case. When you're going back to school, you might need one of these. But this is a lot of fun, and I have this thing wrapped in plastic to keep it safe. This is my my rubber. This is my eraser. It's a moldable eraser, so I can actually make little moldings of it. So if I wanted to do a character of Luna Sparkles and make her into like a little molding, I could do that and actually do like little action characters of her too. So that might be something I might look into, drawing or sorry, molding a character that would be looking like Luna Sparkles and then making her do like little action poses and then putting it down on her there, like making it double. And also it's an eraser for the pencil, which is great if you're drawing her. So if you're drawing Luna Sparkles, you can always use have the always have a pencil and an eraser handy. It's the two things you are. It's a must when you're an artist, of course, with having a piece of paper. And if you have a whiteboard like I do behind me, what you do is take some whiteboard markers, which I have a couple to choose from. I take a few different ones because sometimes they end up fading really fast. So I want to show you ideas, but dry erase markers and eraser is a godsend because if you make any mistakes, you've always got something to erase it and try again, because as Bob Ross would say, there's no mistakes in arts. No mistake in art, only happy accidents, right? So I'll show you the basics just to get you started. And if you want to start drawing on your own, first I always tell people, when you're drawing, don't think of drawing as writing. Some people think of drawing like this. Get out of this habit of doing this. What you should do is be holding your pencil, your utensil that you're going to be drawing with, like you're holding on to a drumstick. Give yourself a challenge. Don't make it easy on yourself. Use it kind of like this if you want to, like this. You can tap on things, and you got two of them. You can like pretend like you have drumsticks and go. But okay, so the basics of drawing, of course, is giving you your basic shapes. So I usually go your triangle, your circle, your square, and then there's the all combination of all three of them together, which we can create something kind of like a cone shape, because you got the roundness here, you got the triangle shape, and you got kind of like a squarish altogether. Makes like a cone shape. So you can try making a nice cone shape, almost making it look like 3D. I also call this using just your plain old imagination. And drawing what you see around you, right? So where's my eraser? Magical eraser. That's a great thing. So it's good to have the ability to draw, but it's also good the ability to be able to erase things too, remove them. Okay, so this is going to start dying after a while. So I'm going to switch to the other one here. So once you get good at drawing, it's also good to change up the way that you draw. Of course, like I say, hold the pen a little bit differently, and try moving your pen and using your wrist a little bit more to get like little shapes going. We can play with ideas, and lettering is also good too. But when you start to make little designs and things like that, you can always start building on top of it. Like. And I always say use color too. Color is important. Color, color, color. You don't have to just be a drawing person. You can also like make a shape and then color it in. And that kind of helps. I love coloring, making cartoons and stuff. It's a lot of fun, but when you can color them in afterwards, it's always a lot of more fun too than that. Even they say that doing certain patterns means something. Like if you're good at doing, like, some people say that these patterns connotate different things. To me, they're just patterns. You can just keep on going with them, building them up, kind of thing, into a design idea. And there's some people who do stuff like that and make huge things, make giant creations. And then there's some people who take, I agree on the calls to reset. There's people that take ideas like this and just do this. So, sorry, I switched my hand around. So, making this shape constantly can get you into making like this shape like this, or it can get you into making shapes that kind of go like, if you want to make a star, you can make a star that kind of has a little bit of a, and you're just getting your wrist and arm used to making patterns, like making shapes. So it's always good when you're first starting out just to practice getting your hand loose and start making a lot of different patterns and shapes and stuff like that. A lot of people like me used to enjoy doing lettering. I love lettering, and that's how I kind of got started. I used to follow, well, I used to, I still do. I follow this great artist. His name's Roger Dean, and he started out by doing a lot of yes stuff. So his lettering, let me see if I can kind of remember how it goes. He has some kind of way of doing stuff that's a little bit different too. His style has something that kind of goes. Something like that. Like I'm just this is very crude of what he does. He does something like way better with the letters. So that's supposed to be the band's name of yes. But if you look at the actual wording, it actually looks better than that. So, like I would always say, if you're looking for really cool lettering, Roger Dean, he's the guy for you to kind of follow along. Now, like I say, his lettering gets so organic that it almost becomes like where style is almost like that, kind of like roundish, kind of a little bit sharp, and it's a style. It's a way of doing drawing lettering styles. So I remember I really liked to draw all the different stuff, but when computers came along and they started making fonts where they were easily doing like something like when it started making all these nice little font and these nice little things like that on top and making the really cool lettering. And of course, calligraphy is always very nice to do. If you can do calligraphy, I always say if you have a pen and you're able to do like that kind of style, like a calligraphy style, you'll be able to make accentuated letters and make it look really like organic and stuff like that. That's beautiful. That's a great way of doing lettering. Calligraphy is wonderful. And that's another aspect of art that, people don't really think about. But even when you're doing cartooning, there's times where you have to use expressive words like that, for instance. They had to use the word stop. So usually when somebody is yelling that, they try to make it a little bit more accentuated. So you kind of like that. But if you really want to accentuate it, you can make it so it's like this, using just little U shapes and kind of connecting them. Your eye is drawn towards it. You notice that? And all of a sudden, the stop looks like stop. Now that's like, it's just like, it's expressive, and that's the way it's supposed to be with art. You can make something simple, or you can make it dynamic just by adding a couple extra more shapes on there. Bursts a little bit more. So, I mean, it applies the same way when you're drawing and you want to make something look a little bit more expressive. You add a couple more extra lines in there. So let's say you've got a couple eyes there. You want to make the eyes a little bit more expressive. You add eyebrows. And of course, if you want to make it really expressive, you can change it. You can add the nose. You can make it it could be a sad face if you think about it. Or you can take those simple little marks, remove those, change the facial expression to just by adding a couple extra lines. And all of a sudden they look really surprised and happy. Like it's just a matter of what you do and what you're trying to express. So you can express it with words, you can express it with lines, you can express it through art, of course, from doing all kinds of different paintings using different colors. And that's why I say colors are important just as much as doing the actual shape of whatever you might do. Say, oh, thinking off the top of my head. So yeah, if you had, say, even if you do like a simple, you make little eyes like this, just something simple like that. You can make a nose like that. This is the easiest face that I have ever made. When I was a kid, I used to make these faces all the time. So add a little couple of eyelashes. You can add like little teardrops over here, make it look like they're happy or crying. Or they can be like really expressive with their facial expressions. And you can have them really bright with a smile, almost to the point where they're looks like they're snickering or something. Have a face that looks like. I love the sound of markers, right? There we go. A big happy face. And not only like you can accentuate like somebody's facial expressions, you can make them with, if they have curly hair, you can accentuate the curly hair, making it like extremely curly hair. Like it's so curly that it doesn't even fit into the page, kind of thing. Like, whoa, that's a lot of curls. Like mine. Mine's nice and curly today too. But yeah, just want to show you. It's just takes a little bit of lines, but you can be so expressive. Add color, add anything that you need to kind of make it a little bit more expressive and make it yours. And that's the only thing I can tell you. Especially like for me, when I'm doing Luna Sparkles, right now, like I say, I've got all our characters together. I've got a storyline together. All I have to really work on now is getting doing the action pages, like doing what we got still left to do with Luna Sparkles. Let me just put this down because we got her friends now, except for, of course, we were working on her one critic friend, Brushy. Yeah, so we still got to make Brushy. He looks kind of like Bugs Bunny, but not quite. We'll kind of not make him exactly like Bugs Bunny, but very similar too. But okay, so Luna Sparkles is a bunny, of course. He's a bunny with a cat fairy friend. Because they don't have to be any kind of creature. They're like a talking creature. Any kind of creature will work. So, and and her gift is that she's got the magic paintbrush. Oh, you know what we forgot? She has to have some enemies, and her enemy is with the nothing, and there was uh, there's absence of color. Oh, what was it called? There's the gang of evil creatures. I can't think of their name, but the nothing was the one that what she was trying to go off against. And there's a group of bad guys that hang around too that are friends with the nothing. And I can't think of the guy's name, but it's like a gang of bad guys, like thugs, gang of thugs that are trying to go get the magic paintbrush because they know they can use it for something evil. But of course, they're trying to stop color, trying to stop colors from happening. While Luna Sparkles brings magic and light and fun and a lot of good times with her paintbrush. So that's what we're working on. That's what's kind of going on with Luna Sparkles. And that's what's coming up. We're going to make some character pages of, like I say, all of her friends doing some action shots. So we got to get some action going on there. And then next it will be animation boards. And drawing up ideas for doing the cartoons. Cartoons. The animated series of Luna Sparkles. Yeah. So that's how we go. So that's what's going to be coming up next is character sheets. More examples for stories for Luna Sparkles. Luna Sparkles. And so this is this is what I'm going to be doing. It's not what you have to do. You got to create your own cartoon idea. Or you can copy me. You're more than welcome to because I don't mind. And I really enjoy, whatever you want to do to make your cartoon a little bit better than mine and get it out there. That's exactly what I expect is that maybe you'll be able to get it out there better than I can. I was told, okay, I have been talking to a lot of the industry people out there that the way to go is definitely if you want to get into animation, 3D animation is the way to go, unless you're creating something, unless you're creating a character. If you're not creating a character and you want to get into animation just for the sake of being an animator, get into. Not looking, my pen's gone out. So let's go back to the old one. Oh, let's switch over this one. 3D animation is the new way to go. So 3D animations, a lot of good ones. Trying to think of what was Maya. Maya's one, and there was another one. There's another one. I was just told about recently. I just can't think of that top of my head. But look it up. Do your research. Find those programs because some of them are free, and you can start by just playing around with the programs, see which ones work best for you, and then apply them. That's the only way to go. And I'm doing it myself. I'm going to be looking up some 3D animation software. Oh, see how long these last for? I have them for like a little bit and then they go. Okay, now I'm going to switch to color because okay, I got a color here. So yeah, software. They say that a lot of the AI has taken over doing storyboards. now for a lot of the major films and stuff like that. So if you wanted to really get into something, uh, definitely 3D animation. If you don't have ideas for yourself for doing any kind of animation, 3D animation is the way to go. Because I think you can give a lot of examples that way to change something from a two-dimensional thing into something that's three-dimensional. And like I say, even when you have the idea of doing a little bit of like if you have one of these little magic erasers here, you can work on this, make it into like a cartoon character, um, like make it look like a character, draw it, and like even render it into something three-dimensional. It's possible. You can do that. I mean, anything's possible, especially when you get the first stages of just learning how to draw. That's where it goes. You get a little bit further, it goes a little bit further, and it definitely helps a lot. And I apologize. I'm trying to get everything there. Okay. So there's an idea to get you started for doing a little bit of animation on your own too. Like I say, got my Lewis Sparkles. Let's see. I'll give you some more ideas, just kind of to help you. Okay, so that's a little bit of a cartoon tutorial for you. Challenge. Okay, so here's a challenge for you guys if you enjoy drawing and you want to try drawing something. I want you to create something. So if you want to do it, you can actually do something in a time frame. So give yourself, okay, so we're starting this today. If you have your own cartoon, put it into pen and send me a picture if you can. Because, yeah, that'd be kind of neat to see. If you have any questions about it, also, you can also, about cartooning, you can let me know in the comments below as well, and we can continue this for next week so that we can know what's going on. Okay. Showcasing, yes. I'm definitely one to definitely show you a lot of different things, and as we go through the week, of course, we have tomorrow is Magic Tuesday. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. Well, we can also do a little bit of art therapy that way as well. Thursday is Entertainment Thursday, where I give you a little bit of music, a little bit of everything for Thursday, and Friday is Feedback Friday, where I like to hear back from you. So even for today, for anything you say you want to let me know about or tell me about, or anything that you are having issues with doing art, let me know in the comments below. And so yeah, I let you know about a few cartooning tips and tricks, and about changing the way you hold your brush, a brush, your pencil, so that you get a different feel for what you're doing. So you're not drawing like this, you're drawing like this. It gives you a little bit more freedom, I think. See, makes you just lets it go a little bit more. You understand? Okay, so I'd say for you to challenge yourself with what you're doing now with your character, get it to the same spot where I am, and try and like make your own character sheets, action pages, come up with a story for your cartoon. I have something else I wanted to show you. It's something that I haven't put anything in it yet, but I'm working on it now. This is the fun part, trying to get in behind my phone. If it's here, I'll find it. Hold it. Yeah, it's back here. Oh, there it is. Yes. Oh, and this helps too. I have a few things that I buy, and some things that people give to me. So here's a couple of ideas. Okay, create in this book. Like, this is an idea just to get your brain to start thinking, above and beyond the thought of things have to be linear. You don't have to be linear to be an artist. So you can put all kinds of cool ideas into one little interesting book here. Play around with it. creating a book. Yeah. I also have, like I say, I have tons of sketchbooks around, tons of ideas in them, all of them not together in one, obviously. I have more than one for Luna Sparkles already. And I also, for those of you who want to get into sketchbook, comic sketchbook art, I got this from Indigo Books as well. Now, this is great for you because, I mean, I show you how to break down things into comics from the previous, but this one gives you the actual templates, and you can tear out the pages and make them whatever you want your comic book to look like. Kind of stream them all together, and then you can submit them to, like, say, to a publishing company, or you can self-publish them yourself and do whatever you want. This is your time to be a little bit free with whatever that you are working with, or whatever you are trying to do with your art. Make it into a cartoon, give it an idea, give it a story, give it like the pages it needs to expand the story into something wild and wonderful. Now, the guy who made this book also gives you ideas in the front about how to get started with some ideas for romance novels, or if you are trying to figure out what to do and you're kind of lost with, like, you're sitting in front of a board yourself and you're like, how do I get started? This gives you a little bit of insight on how to get started as well. So there's some good stuff in here. And this is another one that I suggest to you guys, definitely, if you want to get into doing your own comics, like I love doing, and I love to read, and I love to share, and I give this to you guys for cartooning Mondays, and this is what makes it fun. Just be able to play. Just get yourself out of the normal realm, and you can be gone for hours when it comes to drawing and everything too. I got to tell you, sometimes when you get good at an idea, the whole day passes and you feel really bad because you probably should be doing something a little bit more creative. Well, not creative is the word I'm looking for, like getting stuff done, but you are in your own way getting your stuff done because you're creating your own cartoons. You got to express yourself. You got to get out there and do your best. And that's why I'm always helping for you guys. So yeah, keep in touch with what's going on in the next few days too. If you want to do your own cartoon, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want to follow, you're more than welcome to hang out with me. Kim Overholt here, an artist in the Niagara area, with Science Designs logos, cartoons, caricatures. Oh gosh, music now, because I also do a lot of ukulele playing, especially for Entertainment Thursday. And I try to give you as much information as I can in the time that we have together. And I hope you've had a good, start out the gate. I hope I'm helping. And if you want to leave me a comment or a note or something to let me know how things are progressing with you, or if you want to give me any kind of criticisms or anything, you know what? Talk to me. I'm not as scary as my hair looks. And as I say to my friends out there, I said peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. And of course, I always mention Brad Pitt because Brad Pitt and me are like this, right? This is me over here, of course. I got that line from a magician friend of mine who always used to say, me and Doug Henning, or me and David Copperfield, we're like this. This is me over here. You can only talk about it. And I can only show you the door, and it's you that's got to go through it. So I'm hoping, I'm helping you. I'm pushing you through the door. I hope I help. And in the meantime, like I say, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help you. I love art. I love everything to do with art, and I love you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day. And hey, Joe, and the master writers out there, you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for Magic Tuesday, where I will do the tarot card reading and maybe a little bit extra something of magic. Who knows what kind of weird and wonderful things I might be up to tomorrow. Tomorrow, I see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Yes, thank you, Billy Van, for all those wonderful years. And ciao.